Cheerful, jovial, always smiling, a professional musician.
Ooh. Committed rockabilly.
He's a very unique, flamboyant, friendly character.
He's a character. I mean, he's out there in all weathers, and you know, he's out there for a long time, so he earns his money that he raises. Yeah.
One of the biggest characters in Cows, really.
When did I start busking? When did I become a busker? Oh, long time ago, which would have put it at what, very early 80s? I forget what the big occasion was. I think it may have been Her Majesty the Queen's first visit to the Isle of Wight. So we knew there'd be a crowd in Ryde, which was a seaside town. So we packed up acoustic guitars, went down there, did a stint in front of the crowds. It went down really well. I really enjoyed it. Subsequent to that, the only opportunities for busking outside of normal gigs were Cows Week itself, which used to be absolutely fully concentrated on just the 1 week. Since then, the council and powers that be have realised that it's a good idea to keep the party going, so they have build-up events to Cows Week, and subsequent as well, they kind of keep it rolling on, like the carnival and street events and things like that. So that's all good. It keeps the party atmosphere there for the whole summer. And now I find that it's worthwhile going out there as much as I can. I worked for 20 years in an independent record store in Newport on the island, which was very good fun, very good. So obviously I'm steeped in music and work at the same time, which is really nice. But yeah, I've certainly always had an interest and passion in music. Where it comes from, I don't know. Who's to say? I know my dad used to be a saxophone player at one point. Whether it's in the genes, as they say. Band-wise, I'm currently in the Tea and Biscuit Boys, and also I have a side project as the Blue Hat Combo, which is like a strictly blues band. Tea and Biscuit Boys is much more akin to what I do busking. We do a lot of the same material, and it's a great live busking lineup. Check out the website, kids, because we use an acoustic two-chest bass, which gives that primitive primal rhythm sound, and that's what music and that's what busking in particular is all about, is the rhythm.
I have known Rick for 30 odd years. I first met Rick when he came to an audition for a band my brother was putting together, and then by coincidence we worked in a record shop for about 6 months together, where he was for about half his life.
I've been here 13 years and he's been playing on the high street probably for just as long, either on his own or with the Tea and Biscuit Boys band, which are a threesome, sometimes a fivesome, very good band.
Rick is a local celebrity. He's a local character. He's been around for years, busking and on the street, and he's quite frequently outside the restaurant or just along from the restaurant. So usually have a chat with him, make him a cup of coffee to warm him up on a cold day, give him a break.
I play a lot of rockabilly songs, a lot of rock and roll songs, a lot of jump blues songs, and a few odd sort of showstoppers and just songs that I find that work well in a live context. Over the years you sort of hone them down, get the arrangements right, which is another very important thing. You've got to jump as quick as you can into the chorus or the sing-along part. As to the type of songs, yeah, a lot of the songs that I do are songs that we've been doing over the years in a band context. But you quickly find, with busking in particular, what works and what doesn't work.
Doors open and we're listening to it. It's great in the summer, a bit chilly in the winter. But yeah, and Sarah and I from Osborne's will go out and dance in the street.
I love Rick's music, definitely. And every now and then he plays new songs which he hasn't done before in his repertoire, and you know, it's certainly catching.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because he's there quite often, you get to know the songs and that. So yeah, he's lively and bouncy. Yeah.
It's not particularly my bag, but he's very enthusiastic about it. He's very keen, and people seem to like it.
You usually find me dancing in the street to it, and then if there's nobody around, I'll give him a round of applause as well to make him feel loved. But yeah, I usually have a little bit of a jive or a bit of a boogie and join in with him. So yeah, I enjoy his music.
I'm ski. I need the money. As our bass player, Tall Paul, is fond of saying, we ain't doing this because we think it's funny, we're doing it because we want your money. But thank goodness, touch wood, I do still really enjoy it. I personally really enjoy the buzz of playing. It's a great, great natural buzz.
It's great because it really does bring the town alive. People love it, people will stop, people will listen. And I think busking's very important, especially if the high street's a little quiet sometimes, then it will help to liven it up, and people do like that.
Busking can vary immensely. It can be a joy when it's someone who's good and enthusiastic. When it's a guy with a penny whistle who knows one tune, it's a nightmare.
Absolutely, yeah. It adds a certain sort of liveliness to the high street. I think it's a good thing.
It gives a bit of light relief in the street. One day that we didn't have a busker just over the road, we were missing a busker, so I drew a chalk busker on the pavement, complete with hat, to say please give generously, because we were so used to having a busker over there, and when there wasn't one day, we thought we'd improvise.
The great thing about busking is you are your own master. You can stop, you can start when you like, you can take a break when you like, you can finish when you like. From a player's point of view, from a performer's point of view, I would certainly encourage and endorse. Enjoy it or not, whenever you do see a busker, be it a musician, a sax player, a violin player, a living statue, whatever, if they're out there, then just drop some pennies in there.
Going down to that little old thing. That love on me. That love me. That girl took 2 or 3. That girl with the 1 or 3. That love on me. That love me. Well, I'm strolling along in the city park, and my baby sitting in the dark. Took the love baby by the hand. I let her know that I'm a loving man. I let her know that I'm a loving man. That love on me. That love loving me. That girl just wanna hold. That girl honey don't know. That love on me. That stuff on loving me.